Have you ever watched a sequel and thought, something is different here?
Agent Starling attained some measure of celebrity 10 years ago when she was given information by Dr. Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie recasts. For this list, we're looking at returning characters who are played by a different person in the sequel. The actor must have actually appeared in an entry of the franchise, so recastings done before the movie's release do not apply. Also, separate franchises and reboots do not count as recastings. So, Christian Bale taking up the cowl in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy after Tim Burton's was finished does not count.
Master Wayne, you've been gone a long time.
Yes, I have.
You look very fashionable.
Number 10. Rusty and Audrey Griswold, National Lampoon's Vacation franchise.
Great. Can't wait to see what I got.
Who would want to forget Chevy Chase's lovable misfit children from this comedy saga? Well, apparently the actors who played them did, because they did not return for any of the subsequent movies.
Yeah, Dad. Paris sucks.
Everybody's so rude.
Throughout the films, the two children were portrayed by a slew of different actors, starting with Anthony Michael Hall and Dana Barron.
What's going on?
Rusty's licking his hand and touching me with it.
Clark, tell Rusty to behave himself.
Perhaps most notably, though, was that the two offspring were portrayed by a young Juliette Lewis and an even younger Johnny Galecki long before his Big Bang Theory days in the Christmas Vacation entry.
Look, I'm wearing something similar. See? You can't see the line.
Can't see the line, can you, Russ?
Nope.
Number 9. George McFly, the Back to the Future trilogy.
What? You're George McFly. Yeah, who are you?
This trilogy was rife with recastings, from Marty's girlfriend Jennifer Parker to the pre-release recasting that saw Eric Stoltz switched out for Michael J. Fox. The recasting that caught our eye for this list was that of George McFly, Marty's father.
I know what you're gonna say, son. And you're right. You're right.
When Crispin Glover allegedly asked for too much money for his return, the studio hired a look-alike, and with the use of some makeup and creative shooting techniques, the filmmakers pulled off the switch in Part 2 and Part 3.
Lorraine, have you seen my glasses?
They're in your suede jacket, honey.
Of course, Glover then sued producers for using his likeness without his okay, so this one was not an open and shut case.
Yeah, but I've never picked a fight in my entire life. Look, you're not gonna be picking a fight, Dad. Daddy-o.
Number 8. Oracle, the Matrix franchise.
You're the Oracle?
Bingo.
The iconic characters of the original Matrix film were sure to make a comeback for the fan-demanded sequels.
My goodness, look at you.
However, after shooting of the second entry, The Matrix Reloaded was complete. Gloria Foster, the actress who had brought the Oracle to life, passed away.
You already know if I'm going to take it?
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
As replacing her unique and dynamic characterization was no easy feat, the filmmakers went to great lengths to write an explanation into the script.
We were afraid we might not find you.
Everything's okay now.
Maybe it came out a little convoluted, but we still dig both versions of the Oracle, who was played by Mary Alice in Revolutions, though the Wachowskis had the freedom to go in any direction with the computer program.
Will we ever see him again?
I suspect so. Someday.
Number 7. Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Hello. Tony.
Who's this?
It's Rhodes.
Sorry, hello?
I said it's Rhodes.
Speak up, please.
Fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe were greeted with a pleasant surprise when they saw Don Cheadle stride on screen as a replacement for Terrence Howard in the first Iron Man sequel. It was not all sunshine and rainbows, though, as there are still too many rumors and speculation from different sides to know exactly why this happened.
I don't blow
Come on, honey bear.
Come on, man.
There it is. Lieutenant Colonel Rhodes rolls in.
As fans, all we know is that Cheadle brings bite to War Machine, and we're stoked to be able to see him in Iron Man 3 and Avengers Age of Ultron.
You want to be the War Machine? Take your shot.
Put it down.
You gonna take a shot?
Put it down!
No! Drop it, Tony! Take it!
Number 6. Clarice Starling, the Hannibal Lecter franchise.
You spook easily, Starling?
Not yet, sir.
Written by David Mamet and directed by Ridley Scott, Folks had high hopes for this sequel to The Silence of the Lambs, as it even saw the return of Anthony Hopkins to the iconic Hannibal Lecter role.
Clarice, what are you doing up? You should be resting. Get back to bed.
Obviously, it was not enticing enough for Jodie Foster, who was busy shooting a different film amid rumors of other concerns, allowing her to bow out in a dignified manner.
No, I came because I wanted to.
People will say we're in love.
Instead, Julianne Moore took on the role of the FBI investigator and brought zeal and determination to the character.
This is Special Agent Clarice Starling, 514-3690, deposing Mason R. Verger on March 20th, sworn and attested.
Now, I want to tell you
Mr.
about
Verger,
summer camp. It was a wonderful child.
We can get to that later. Is it the same Clarice without Foster? We'll let you decide. Number 5, Dr. Bruce Banner, The Hulk, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's no secret that Edward Norton can be a picky actor, and it's become clear that he probably never really wanted the role of the enormous green rage monster.
Ai, não me deixo conforme. Não van quando eu come.
After he put on the pressure to get out of his movie contract, Marvel was in a scramble to find a replacement in time for the Avengers movie.
If we miss on the low side, if we induce me, and it fails, this will be very dangerous for you.
Fans of both the films and the comics ended up ecstatic with their choice, as Mark Ruffalo has brought a subtle quirkiness and fresh take to the character. More good news, he'll continue to helm the character in further entries.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Number 4, Albus Dumbledore, the Harry Potter franchise.
I've got Dumbledore. I got about 6 of him.
After taking the role to appease his granddaughter, who threatened never to speak to him again if he did not don the pointy hat, Richard Harris brought a warm glow to the Hogwarts headmaster and was the perfect mentor for Harry as a young man.
Love, Harry. Love.
When Harris passed away after the second film, the aged wizard and mentor was taken over by Michael Gambon, who alternatively brought strength and resolve to the character just as Harry got older and the films began to take a darker turn.
But you know, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. If one only remembers to turn on the light.
Number 3, Jack Ryan, the Jack Ryan franchise.
Yeah, remember, it's Ryan!
Before anyone had ever heard the name Chris Pine, Alec Baldwin portrayed the mild-mannered CIA analyst struggling to find a missing submarine in the hunt for Red October.
I understand that message. It makes perfect sense. Look at the situation. Ramius intends to defect.
Baldwin did not return for the second Tom Clancy novel adaptation, however, and instead passed the mantle to Han Solo himself, who portrayed Jack Ryan in both Patriot games and Clear and Present Danger.
Hello. It's my great honor to finally meet you, Dr. Ryan. Thank you.
The role would later go to Ben Affleck in the poorly received The Sum of All Fears.
The bomb is in play! Alan's called the AFRAT team! They're meeting me at the docks in 20 minutes!
What will the future hold for the role? Only time will tell. Number 2, Bruce Wayne, Batman, the Batman franchise.
I'm Batman.
Like we said, different franchises based on the same character, story, and so on do not count. But for many who were fans of Tim Burton's Batman series, Michael Keaton was and still is the original and best Caped Crusader.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
So we can understand that fans may have been a little disappointed when he opted out, allowing Val Kilmer to take on the cape and cowl in the third installment.
Holy rusted metal, Batman!
Huh?
The change-up garnered mixed feedback, as both actors played the character with their own unique style. Just don't even get us started on George Clooney's Batman.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Before we recast our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Man I loved. A man who vanished. He never came back at all.
Are you threatening my client?
No, I'm just assuming your client's cooperation with this investigation.
funny game, right? Sorry, I should have introduced myself, seeing as we're related. Felix Leiter.
Goodbye, Felix.
So long, James. Good luck.
Thank you, Brigadier.
Good luck.
Dick, you're fired!
Thank you.
Welcome home, Murphy. Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Number 1, James Bond, the James Bond franchise.
Why don't you join me?
In one of the longest-running film franchises of all time, you'd expect there to be some recastings over the 50-plus years it's been in existence.
Choose your next witticism carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last.
We mean, Sean Connery's awesome, but he's not immortal. This recasting goes beyond contractual difficulties and old age, though, as every new Bond iteration brings a new quality to the role. Whether it's Connery's charm and wit,
Well, we'll start with those.
Pierce Brosnan's class,
My name's Bond.
Roger Moore's poise, or Daniel Craig's ferocity. The different eras of 007 have all become timeless in their own right, and have even inspired a complex fan theory about Bond's name.
Who doesn't appreciate the occasional twists, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Just a code name or a real one, we're confident that James Bond will continue to live on.
Where the hell have you been?
Enjoying death. 007 reporting for duty.
Do you agree with our list?
Just made me mad.
What recast movie characters did we miss?
Just leave the Beretta.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
People who want to stay alive, play it safe.